Hello, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new. Hi, my name is Eric. It's been a while since I've done like a regular tutorial. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a tutorial, not really tutorial, like a first impressions type of tutorial with the Heather Austin X Adept Cosmetics palette. I just got this in the mail and I've already touched 4 of the shades, like the shimmer shades, the metallic shades in the palette. And let me just say, I'm already impressed. Like, it feels like butter on your skin. And it's like, oh, I love every second of it. But I wanted to discuss first, before I dive into the makeup, the fragrance combination that I'm wearing. It's Among the Clouds. It's upside down, but I'd rather just have that instead of having to just like take everything out. Just going like this, it's just weird. From Bath & Body Works, it's Wild Berry Skies with Vanilla Clouds. Those are just generic, basic notes of this body lotion. I don't hate it, but I don't reach for it that much. And the When in Rio Sol de Janeiro Body Mist, the Wild Bergamot and Vanilla Amber fragrance. So, back to the makeup. I have not played with this brand at all, but I know exactly who Heather Austin is. I love her YouTube channel. I love her videos. She just gets me inspired to actually just like create looks. And I just love the looks that she does. So I saw that she came out with an Adept collab, and I saw the shimmers and the multi-chromes, because you look at this shade and it's like, it's green. Like, what? And you look at this shade, it's like blue, and then it turns like purple. Like, you see that on camera, right? That's just magic. That's what I love. I've been getting into a lot of new brands recently, as of like last year also, including this year. And I'm not mad about it. So, now that I've talked your ear off for the longest time, if you love long intros, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. But I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer as my eyeshadow base today, because this is very light for my skin tone. And this is in the color 360 Cashmere. I need to get a color that is more closer to my skin tone, because my God, look how bright that is. Using a beauty sponge to just blend that out. My customer, yeah, look at that. Ugh, Marianne, if I use this as like a spot concealer, I would look like ghostly compared to my natural skin tone. God have mercy. I want to use, this is a Odin's eye brush. Yeah, it doesn't even have the name on it anymore, but yeah, I've used this quite a lot for greens, and obviously it already had green on there already, so I have a little napkin, clean off whatever excess eyeshadow that I had on earlier. I'm taking this mossy green called Mythology. I don't know if you can see it, this lighter green. So far, it's not bad. As soon as because I like to swirl my brush into the pan, you definitely get a decent amount of fallout. Not that much, but there's definitely, if you go heavy-handed, such as myself, you definitely would find yourself not having a whole lot of kick-up. It's not like ABH standards for kick-up in the pan, but it does happen because it's a powder after all. That green is really pretty. Like, my eye color is, like, obviously you can see it. If you can't, I'm gonna describe it to you. It's more like a hazel green. Hazel green with, like, aspects of, like, maybe blue. Like, you have to get really up close to actually determine my eye color, but that green is gorgeous. I love that green. But when I take this brush, it's a dirty brush, but gotta clean up whatever the excess that we have. It's an old Morphe X Jeffree Star brush, the JS9. It's no longer available, but it is what it is. Taking this darker green called Magnolia. This one had a little bit more kick up in the pan than Mythology. But I'm gonna take that color, plop that in my eye. Actually, that's like a fucking beautiful shade. Wow. Putting that in my outer corner. Got sidetracked because of how gorgeous this color is, because yeah, look at that. Kind of like, almost like a darker Kelly green. I don't know how to describe it, but it's gorgeous. So far, I haven't had any issues with these shadows being patchy or difficulty to blend. And I mean, y'all have to let me know if y'all are experiencing or seeing any patchiness, but y'all have to let me know. But so far, not mad about it. I'm taking that first brush that we used for that lighter green, just a little bit of that color, just to blend a little bit more of that lighter green with the darker green at the outer corner. I'm taking this old ass elf brush. This is a eye crease brush. This is literally when I used this brush. I bought this brush literally as soon as I started doing makeup, which was like 2018, like late 2018. So this is when the brushes were like $30 to $4 at this point. So yeah, you can tell how much that dark green has kick up in the pan, but it's a powder after all, so it's fine. It is what it is. I don't have any issues. I'm just letting y'all know, just in case if you have. There's probably like 5 million videos about this palette, and I'm just late to the party because I was late. But taking that darker green and just putting that like in my crease. Oh yeah, gorgeous. A little bit more of that lighter green, just to blend the two together. And because I like a little bit of seamlessness, even though it doesn't look bad, I like it to be a little bit more softer. I'm taking this bronzer palette from the Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension face palette with the creepy ass face. I like the palette, I actually like it clearly, but taking this shade, more like a cream vanilla shade. And I got this technique from Miss Jaclyn Hill. Literally take your M562 brush or a brush that is very similar to this brush, but take a cream vanilla shade or something that's very close to your skin tone. And of that harshness that I took from that eyeshadow into my crease, just blending this out kind of softens it up. And I'm just like, cannot live without that step. I'm gonna go back in with that brush that we had for that green out of the outer corner. Going with a little bit more green just because I need a little bit more depth in my outer corner, which is gorgeous. I'm just now packing that color on seamlessly. Now I would actually like to cut my crease and then apply glitter glue onto that cut crease. So where's that brush? This is a brush that I got as a gift set last year, but this is a Morphe brush. I don't even know if you can see Morphe on there, but it does say Morphe. I promise you it does say Morphe. Taking my concealer yet again, taking like the excess that's like right around this ridge right here. Taking my little, dabbing whatever excess concealer I have on a napkin and cutting my crease. And obviously, I've done my cut creases so many damn times, it's like not even a joke. So it's like, I know exactly what my crease is supposed to look like, but gorgeous. This is actually the only brush that I've had from Morphe, because I've had a brush in the past where I used to cut my creases. I had to throw it away because it was destroyed. But a lot of brushes seem to scratch my eyes whenever I do this type of cut crease thing, and this one, they don't even sell this anymore. Not in this collection at least, but didn't scratch my eyelid. That's phenomenal. Taking NYX glitter glue, and I just literally just plopped it on my hand, because I'm literally just gonna dab it on with my finger and just dab it on the lid. Where I put that, just dab that glitter glue on that cut crease. And there's so many shades that I really want to dip into right now, but I literally just like have no idea. I don't want to be predictable, because it's like, oh, this Smith color, this color right here, it's like, oh, you look at it straight on, it's like an orange, but you shift it, it's like yellow green. Like, that's kind of predictable in my humble opinion. I don't want to be predictable. I don't know. I'm having a predicament. I don't know. I think I actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna lean towards this scrub shade, this blue. You shift it and it's like a pink purple. Gorgeous, loving every second of that. This brush is the A29 from Morphe X Ariel. The sun is literally coming through, making my forehead even more shinier than it actually is right now. Blessed to have very oily skin, but taking that shade, that Scrubs pinky purple color, and just applying it on my lid. Because I want something not as, you know, that is a gorgeous shade. Look at that. Up close, you could even see it because it's like, see the sparkle. You even see the shift. How did I shift? Ooh, gorgeous. I wanted a brush like this one because this one is not as dense as like something like this, for example, because this one is a little bit more dense where I use for like basic ass shimmers and shit like that. But something like sparkly shades, this type of brush holds every one of that sparkle, and you're not gonna get like 5 million sparkles all over your face. I mean, I could have gotten sparkles, but based on, because I'm not doing eyeshadow, I'm only playing with the palette today. I'm not doing like a full face today. Well, I don't know why I said that twice, but trust and believe, if I had something like this, for example, like this brush, you would have had 5 million and one sparkles all over your face. You would have been like a goddamn disco ball and shit, but that's fine. Not for me, but not right now at least, but that's besides the point. And I kind of want to use another color, but I don't know. I kind of want to reach for this color right here. I kind of want to reach for this color right here. Hey, y'all. Because looking at that color, that's this color right here. It's almost like a mauve, pinky purple duochrome shade. Like, look at that. I don't know. Do I really want to use this? It's hard to pick a shade. I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards either So Excited, this color, or maybe even this color called Passport. Yet again, here I am with a predicament. Jesus. Before I do that, take that dark green Magnolia and just close that gap. Doing a little bit more blending in my outer corner because just like this right here kind of just looks weird. So do a little bit more blending. I don't even know. Actually, for the inner corner, I'm actually gonna go in with this shade. It's called Austin. It's almost like a green, I believe. Actually, it's kind of like, how do I explain it? It's kind of like a green, but it's almost like a blue. Like you can see the green, pink. In person, I can see more of like a blue, teal, peachy pink. Like you can see that in light. Gorgeous. You can see how sparkle that is. It's like beautiful diamonds. It's like gorgeous. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with that shade in my inner corner because that's probably the only thing that's gonna complement this look. Everything else, for my skin tone at least, would have been a little bit too deep. Just put that shade in my inner corner. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Yeah, look how sparkly and bright that is. Holy hell. Taking this brush, I love this brush. I believe the name is rubbed off, literally. Literally, it's just A. But it's from Morphe X Ariel. Literally love using this as like a brow highlight color. That exact same shade I use in my inner corner, I'm gonna take on my brow. Look how gorgeous. I think now you can actually see like maybe a little bit of like the pink sparkle. Maybe then you can actually see, as I have it on my brow, you can actually see a little bit of the sparkle. But now that this eye is done, I'm gonna prime my eyes with my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and I'm gonna do another eye look on the other eye. And we're gonna be playing with some of these greens on the lid. Maybe even this shade called Smith. Maybe even this one. Or maybe even this color called Video Chat. Because that color Looks like a peach pink, but when you shift it, it's like a gold, green, yellow gold shade. Gorgeous. So on this eye, we're gonna be doing something a little bit more neutral, a little bit more like everyday, but add a little bit of a spice with these multi-chromes, sparkly shades. I don't even know how long I've had this brush, but you can tell that it literally looks like someone's dog chewed through it. I can promise you that it's not a dog that chewed through it. It's literally just me like going like this every time. But I'm using this brush from Morphe. It's called the M441. I love this brush for my eye shape, for using it for crease colors and transition shades. You can see the color Atlas, the amount of kick up in the pan. I'm just gonna apply that color in my crease as like my transition. That is actually a pretty brown. I thought, just looking at it in the pan, I thought it would have been way too deep for my skin tone at least. But up close and personal, it actually doesn't look that bad. I actually really love this color on my skin. Taking this brush, this is the M456 brush from Morphe. Literally, it's like a detailed type of like crease brush. For my eye shape, I really do enjoy this. We're taking this color right here, PA02. This dark, like plummy brown. Taking that color, just plopping it in my crease. Those two together, like this, these colors are gorgeous. The green's flawless, bellissimo. But this one, the browns and the plummy brown, gorgeous. Loving every second. Taking this big fluffy brush from Morphe X Ariel, the A11. Taking Atlas again so I can blend everything together. I'm gonna take that same PA02 plummy dark brown that was in the palette, and this brush. This is a old, literally, yet again, it looks like a dog chewed through it, but it's just me going like this. I didn't realize that I was destroying the brush that badly if I was doing this, but oh well. This is M513 from a Morphe Pride collection from like 2019, a very old collection. It still works, which I don't mind. I'm taking that dark plummy brown, I'm just like putting that color at my outer corner. Now that that color is there, it kind of looks a mess and such. I'm gonna take this Outer Dimension palette again, because in the palette, the Heather Austin palette, it doesn't have a color for my skin tone at least to blend everything out and make everything look seamless, like I've already said before. But taking this color right here, Nude Sky from the Outer Dimension face palette, just like softening the edges, that way it just flows with everything. Now this is a Wet n Wild brush. Doesn't even have the name on it anymore, but I love using this for taking a cream vanilla shade, and I just like to, it's pretty much for my skin tone at least, kind of like a eraser. It's like making it look sharper. Kind of just like makes it, you know, it's a little bit more like a cat eye effect, more sharper. Taking that vanilla color that I used earlier on this eye, that same brush, the M562, and I'm gonna do that same technique where it looks a little bit more, you know, seamless. And just like softening the inner corner because it looked a little harsh earlier. Now I'm about to cut my crease again with that same concealer. I'm gonna do the exact same technique that I did on the other eye. Cut the crease, put it all over my lid, and then put this NYX glitter glue, just tap it with my finger on the concealer, and then put a shadow on top of it. Right now, I'm debating on what shadow I should put on the lid because these colors are gorgeous. I already used this blue, I'm not using it again. I don't even know. I'll figure it out, but I'm gonna do that off camera and I'll be right back. Now that I've cut my crease and I have applied the glitter glue all over my lid, I'm leaning towards this shade called Video Chat. I'm leaning towards this shade or this color called Smith, because I haven't even used this color yet and I have to use this color. So I'm gonna use, I was gonna say I was gonna use a different brush, but I was like, I think that's pretty much the only brush that I have that's like similar in terms of like dense that I used on the other eye. I'm gonna try using this one. This is that Elf Duncan brush that I got from the collection last year. Was it last year? I don't even remember, but I don't even have any concept of time. But that color on the brush, that after just picking that up on the brush, look at that. Like, I don't even know if you can see that, but it looks, look at that color. Oh my God, this green is just like gorgeous. I'm very happy I chose this color. You can see the green, you can see like this gold, orangey effect. It's like, gorgeous. I'm very happy I did that. I was scared with something like fluffy as this, I was gonna get a lot of fallout with this shade, but because of the glitter glue, I didn't really get that much fallout. Might have gotten a little bit of it, but not as much as I would have expected. But so far, holy shit. Not mad about it. Not mad about it at all. And because I want to be extra, I just, want to be extra, I'm gonna try it with this brush, something not as, fluffy and more dense. I'm gonna add that video chat color, this color right here. It's kind of like a peachy gold, peach pink with like an orange gold shift. Look at that color. I don't even know if you can see it, but try. I don't know if you can see that accent color in my inner corner, but like those two together, gorgeous. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have used a brush like this, but if I was, I would have sprayed the brush after I picked it up on the brush. But I'm very happy I actually did those two together, because I don't know if you can see that, but that's gorgeous. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna pick it up with my finger and see if there's a difference. Oh yeah, there's a difference. There's a huge difference when I did those two together. As soon as I applied it with my finger, it was much better than applying it with the brush, to be quite honest. But that's just me. Not a lot of people out there love to apply shadows with their fingers. It is what it is. But it looks phenomenal. I do have to say that. It looks phenomenal. But taking that brush that I applied at that dark brown at my outer corner, I'm gonna take that same dark brown. I'm gonna close this gap right here. Just close it. Yes. Now for the inner corner now that I've cleaned it up a little bit and such, I've given you different type of eye looks. This one's a little bit more sharp and more like a cat eye effect. This one looks a little bit more messy. Fits anybody's aesthetic, but no idea what I want to put on my inner corner though. Since I used that color, Austin, in my inner corner, I have no idea. I'm leaning towards, you know what? For the inner corner, I'm leaning towards this color called Passport. I lick the brush, of course, and I'm actually gonna put Passport as my brow highlight. Put Passport like a brow highlight. See the sparkle? Kind of gorgeous. The inner corner, I'm gonna go with that exact same shade, Passport, right in this inner corner. I actually could have put that Passport shade on this eye, and that will clash really well with like the blue and the purple on my lid, but I didn't think of that. So now that I'm pretty much done with both eye looks, I honestly cannot say enough good things about this palette. Just first impressions wise. First impressions, really enjoy this palette. Like, even though I already knew what I was getting myself into with these like very sparkly shades, I already knew what I was getting myself into because I've dealt with duochrome, multi-chrome shades, not from this brand, but like multiple different brands, like Pat McGrath, for example, and Adept Cosmetics. Like, even Odin's Eye, if you're familiar with Odin's Eye and Cleona. Not even, if you've never played with those brands, you might have known Pat McGrath. Like, still, those are very sparkly shades. And I love using those like sparkly duochrome, multi-chrome shades on with like glitter glue. It's like, or even like some saturation with some setting spray. But with the mattes, I haven't had any issues with like blending or anything like that. You can let me know in the comments if you experienced any patchiness, if you see any patchiness. Could be like my terrible blending, I don't know what it is. But I haven't had any issues with blending or patchiness, personally for me. Like, fully pigmented, I haven't had any issues with any fallout. Like, I didn't even use, like, I might have gotten a little bit right here from that big fluffy brush that I was using for this green shade on this more neutrally eye. But honestly, I can't pick which eye look is my favorite. I can't, to be quite honest. The sun is bearing down beautifully, and it's highlighting these shades gorgeously. And again, making my forehead look shiny, but that's besides the point. I actually really enjoy this palette, and I'm very excited to be continuing doing more looks with this palette. Do I think this is like a good palette for the price point? It's like 58 bucks. I think it is. I really do think it is. Do you necessarily need a palette like this right now? No, because honestly, with these greens and these browns, you already have color like this already. But I got this because I wanted to support Heather Austin. And I genuinely like Heather Austin as a human being. I've never met her in person, but just basing on watching her videos, I like her as a person. She just very nice. She doesn't seem like she's fake and phony and such. So that's why I was able to actually go ahead and purchase this item. And I've heard so many good things about Adept Cosmetics, and I've heard like specifically her collaboration got me into this brand, and it got me into purchasing a product from this brand. So I'm very excited. In the future, maybe even now, who knows, based on my first impressions on this palette, maybe I will be purchasing more palettes from them in the future. They are very, very, very expensive, so I definitely would like second guess yourself, like, do you necessarily need this? Because it is very expensive, and it's like not a lot of people have that kind of money to be purchasing like $50 to $60 type of palettes, even like sometimes even $100 palettes for like multi-chromes, because multi-chromes, like these special shades, are very expensive to make. But my first impressions, I really love this palette. If I could recommend this, I definitely would recommend this. It was limited edition at the time, and it like, I bought this on the restock as soon as it came back. As soon as I heard that it was coming back, I was very excited to come back, because I never got the chance to ever purchase this item. So I was very excited to try a brand and to purchase a product that I know that a YouTuber that I actually watch on the regular has put their like best foot forward, and they're all to create a good create a good quality palette. So first impressions, Adept, I'm watching you because I'm interested in what color stories you might have in the future, because this one, even though it's like a basic bitch with like a pop of color and such, I like the diversity in this palette. You can do something more neutrally soft with like a pop of color. You can even add a little bit of color, and I like that personally for me. I don't like to just put myself in like a comfort zone. I do have a comfort zone here and there, but it's like, if I do the same look over and over again, I can get bored. So it's like, I like to switch it up here and there. So I love that about this palette. I can do neutral looks, but I can also do colors. So, but that's besides the point. Very happy I own this, and I did purchase this with my own hard-earned money. So I did not receive this in PR or anything like that. I'm not being sponsored. I'm not being paid to say that I actually like this palette. I bought this. I genuinely enjoy this palette. So I'm very excited to keep playing with this and figuring out what other palettes I can combine with this palette, because imagine like blues, greens, like maybe even like a pop of orange with like these blues and purples, like maybe even this green, like gorgeous. Let me know down in the comments down below if you want me to do any more looks with this palette, and I'll definitely do so. I'll do it like a YouTube short type of style video, because I've never done YouTube shorts, so we'll see how that goes. Cross my fingers. But follow me on my social media, like and comment and share this video amongst your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to do that. And don't forget to turn on that bell for post notifications so you do not miss an upload. And don't forget to watch my previous videos, because I'm back and I'm posting regularly now. So yeah, there's that. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.